Welcome back to Season of Giving. Joining me in the studio is Les Beck from Little Brothers Friends of the Elderly, Upper Michigan chapter. How are you doing today?
Great, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for being here. And so, for people who don't know what Little Brothers Friends of the Elderly is, what is it?
Little Brothers Friends of the Elderly, and we'll probably want to say that as many times as I can during our talk, so if somebody's just walking in. But Little Brothers has a mission of relieving isolation and loneliness in our elderly neighbors, and that isolation can come from many reasons, but one of the beginning ones is loss of transportation, and then maybe loss of a spouse or family members move away, but that individual is still trying to live independently. So Little Brothers is really a friendship organization, and we do a variety of services and supports to people over 60 in Ontonagon, Houghton, Keweenaw, Baraga, and Marquette counties.
Great. And so what are specifically some of those services you provide?
Well, our cornerstone program or core program is our friendly visiting, and that's where we pair a volunteer up with an elder and they do whatever a friend would do. A couple times a month they may go out for coffee, they may run an errand together, they may sit and reminisce, play a board game, just have a friendly time, because friendship is something that is so important in their continuum of health. We have health providers and companions services to help clean and other things, but how do they get reconnected to friendship? And friendship is very important to their overall health and keeping away some depression possibly and health consequences for that. So that is our number one. And then we have 6 others. Are you ready for those?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Depending on which community you live in, of the counties that I mentioned, there are other services in those counties as well. But Little Brothers up in the Copper Country, we have folks up there who are trying to live independently, and their heating source was once partially using firewood, and as they age they have not been able to put up their wood, and that's a very sad thing for them, because it meant a lot to do that in their independence. So we have a firewood assistance program where people will donate firewood to us that we will transport to them, again with volunteers, or donate funds for us to purchase firewood if necessary. So it's their secondary source where they don't rely their whole winter on us, but we help keep them warm throughout the winter and that independence of where they want to still remain in their own home. Another core program, again in the Copper Country, is our medical transportation program. Very rural, as rural as you can get, I would say, in the UP, and there are folks that need to get to their medical appointments. We call them, it's called non-emergent medical transportation, but they need to get to their checkups. They need to be following up on physician's orders. We will drive them to Marquette or to wherever their health provider is, but that is a huge program for us. We've done it, both of these, for almost 40 years, or over 40 years actually, and all volunteer driven, literally. And so we just started being able to offer a stipend for our volunteer drivers if it might be a barrier to them to pay for gas and whatnot. So medical transportation and the firewood assistance are 2 main ones up north, and then throughout we do small activities, as we call them. We have birthday parties, we'll have outings to parks and things that are going on in the community. We also have a loan closet up north. We have, let's see, a food pantry, and someone will probably remind me I forgot one if they're counting, but maybe we'll come back to see if I missed anything.
Yes. But
again, it's dependent upon the location. But I want to point out too that Little Brothers is a part of an international organization, nonprofit, and we are the only rural chapter in the entire United States. And I find that very profound, that there's so much need. You know, other people do things similar, but we're the only chapter of Little Brothers Friends of the Elderly, rural in those counties in the UP.
Definitely, and like you said, being rural, I mean, and being isolated, I mean, those go hand in hand. Like, so I feel like this is an essential organization to have up here in the UP, and part of it being essential is community support, volunteers, like you mentioned before. And so, can you explain a little bit about what volunteer opportunities there are for people who might be interested in seeing what you guys are more about and helping you out?
Yes, if I was to actually state our mission statement fully, it would say that we implement our good works through a volunteer model. So the model part, okay, but we're nothing if we're without volunteers. I just want to say, first of all, about why people even volunteer for anything. They volunteer because they have an attachment to whatever your mission is. And in our case, our volunteers, they want to do something for the elderly. They want to do something for the isolated elders who are in need of friendship. And throughout the services that we offer, give them that opportunity to fulfill a need that they have, not just us and the elders. It's a wonderful connection. So the programs I mentioned before, if you want to volunteer to be a driver to people, to their medical appointments, you can get special training on that up in Houghton Hancock. Anywhere that Little Brothers is in the Friendly Visiting Program, and then you would again get some training about how our programs works and expectations and safety of you as a volunteer. And so then we have holiday meals. That's the big one I didn't mention earlier because we'll talk about it a little bit now. But so you can visit someone. You say, we're going to give you Mrs. Smith, and you're going to visit her twice a month and bring her to activities and do things with her. That's the kind of, we ask for a commitment of 1 year for that. And if you were into firewood, you can come to our wood lot and cut and split, or you can help in that way, and donate to our Canathon. Lots of volunteer opportunities, and I just can't emphasize enough that it is so fulfilling to the volunteer themselves to have these opportunities to connect to a mission that they are supporting.
Definitely. And so let's go a little bit more into the holiday, Christmas meals, things like that. So do you guys serve a meal on Christmas Day, around Christmas time? How does that work?
We say at the major holidays is when we really pull out all the stops, because throughout the year we are serving Forever Friends. Our driving program is anyone over 60. At the holidays, the doors open even more. And again, it's all volunteer based. So we have people who are donating food items to us. We have volunteers and folks who are donating financial gifts to us so we can buy things that we need. But we need drivers to deliver the meals. Not everyone wants to come out to a meal site, dine in as we call it, and that is what we want the most, especially post-COVID. We want to get folks to feel comfortable to come back out and have a family-style meal together, be together with friends. So there may be elders that say, I want to come in, I need a ride, and we will send you to go visit, pick them up, bring them in, and they can eat with us. If not, we'll say, can you take some meals to them? That's another way that you could volunteer. And we're a special delivery of our meals. It's not, and I'm not going to say anything bad about pizza delivery because I do enjoy that, but we are not delivering pizzas. We're delivering friendships and lots of caring from their community on that day. So if we come to the door and the individual wants to chat for a little bit, we're certainly encourage that, so they have that friendship along with their meal. I even know of a few people of our elders that will take their chair and set it next to the door, so in case they don't hear us knocking, we never leave it on there and go away. But it's just heartwarming, and I think our volunteers, because they have that same attachment to wanting to do something for the elderly folks, they will. Okay, I'm going to keep going here because there's a lot more.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just jumped right into getting the food out, but there's so much that happens before. We also ask people to volunteer making pies for us. We have certain kind of pies that can be made at home, like a pumpkin pie or a fruit pie. We need just 40 of them in Marquette and a lot more up north. We're serving 800 folks up north.
Wow.
And 200 people here. And so they will make pies for us, and we also need people to help do the cooking and help do the serving. We need dishwashers. We need to assemble everything that we take out. And I also like Little Brothers Friends of the Elderly holiday meal means that if you're getting a bag that's been donated from our grocery store, decorated by local school kids, saying happy messages and drawings on there. They get their meal, they get card, a little gift or craft of some sort, and a flower. Because one thing about Little Brothers, it might be considered a slogan, but part of us is we are flowers before bread. What is that, as somebody say? That represents the friendship and how it is very important to have that as much as it is to have your meal, to have that social connection and knowing that somebody cares about you.
Great. And so if anybody wants to get in contact with you guys about volunteering, how can they?
The best place is on a website, which is houghton.littlebrothers.org, but also you'll find on there the telephone number directly to our Hancock office, which manages the other 4 counties, and you also will find the Marquette phone number and to talk to us directly here. So by phone or by the website. I'm going to give you the Marquette one, though. Well, actually, I think I can give both, because not everybody wants to use websites, you know. So if you want to volunteer in Marquette in any capacity, you would call 906-273-2575, and anywhere in the other counties, Houghton, Keweenaw, Baraga, or Ontonagon, you would dial 906-482-6944. And let me just say, we're a year-round organization. So we've got something going all the time. Volunteers are something that we'd love to have, give an opportunity to be a part of what we do.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us in the studio, Les. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah.